My name's Mia and I'm a 2017 core member. When my school shut down before spring break, one thing I did was started a YouTube channel for my students. So I would do a daily read aloud each day and then have a writing prompt at the end. I shared these videos on Class Dojo to my parents so that my kindergartners could watch on whatever technology that they had. This helped my students, or is helping my students, stay engaged with their learning, and I think it's providing some sort of normalcy for them in this chaotic time. The impact it had definitely on my other teachers that I work with. Other teachers started doing it as well, which is fantastic because that's more kids that are receiving access right now, especially before any distance learning has started up. So good luck. Thanks.
My name is Lisa Ladd, and I am a 2018 core member. And some of the things that I did while dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic was I created a virtual spirit week for Roosevelt, where we stay connected with each other through social media, through our group me, where each day we did something different. We kicked it off with a pajama day, and we ended it with a spirit day. Each day we were posting on our social medias, we were posting on our group me, we would post on anything that we could post on with our hashtag that we created, which was RMS Quarantine, which was Roosevelt Middle School Quarantine. And it was just a fun way that we were able to stay connected, to see what each other was doing, and to still have some good laughs. And on the last day, Spirit Day, I actually contacted all of my homeroom students just to check on them, to see how they were doing. I was able to speak to their parents. I was able to speak to my students, and I was just wanting to make sure that they were okay, and I wanted to let them know that I was thinking about them as much as I was thinking about my own children at home.
Hey everyone, this is Justin McIntosh. I'm a 2015 OKC core member. I'm still at my placement school, which is Millwood Elementary. Right now we are in the middle of figuring out what distance learning looks like for us. We have a real access issue in our community with access to technology and Wi-Fi. And so right now we're really in the beginning stages of figuring out what resources our community has access to. And then that'll lead to our next stage of figuring out how we can get increased access for our students and families. So right now it's a lot of learning for me as an instructional coach and for our teachers. This is gonna be a pretty dramatic shift, but I know that we are keeping ourselves centered on reaching as many students as possible and providing as much help instructionally as we can. We're not really sure what it'll look like yet. But we are spending this week getting that ironed out so that when we roll out distance learning on Monday, we have a good as plan as we can.
Hey y'all, it's Bree. I am a 2019 core member, and I'm coming at you today just to talk to you about what I've been doing during the pandemic to stay connected with my students, my staff, and the rest of us at Roosevelt Middle School. Along with Coach Lisa, I was fortunate enough to work with her to come up with the virtual sport week that we did. That was a really great time for me to really grab myself and realize that, like, even though we're in this unfortunate circumstance, we can still come together, check in, see how we're doing, continue those conversations. And through that, I was really motivated to reach out to every one of my students and to call them and see how they're doing. And with that, I was also motivated to do my own video. So I made a video for my students detailing what I do on my day-to-day basis. And once we get back in contact, I want them to be able to see it in my Google Classroom. Just know that I love them, I'm thinking of them, and during this time, they're still at the front of my mind. So stay safe, y'all. Bye.